What is this hat? You might be asking yourself. We have 3 brand new Tacklebros hats this week. We got some sneaky new Vision 110s, and then maybe a little collab with Tactical Bassin. Let's get into the drop, man. It's gonna be a big one. Bass opener, dude.
Bass opener.
Has come and gone.
Yep. What did you do on Saturday?
Fish little big fish derby.
With who?
With you and Coco Capone.
How did we do? I forget.
Well, I mean, maybe took the W.
Might have done. Might have done.
How'd you do on Sunday, though?
Top water day, man. Crushed him. Crushed him on top water. So.
Man, that was actually an incredible bass opener, but incredibly tough fishing, man.
Super tough.
One of the, in like recent memories, one of the toughest openers I've ever been a part of. I think the heat wave that we just got has got stuff all over the place. Like nothing's really how it should be.
No.
If that makes sense. But we're gonna go back out this weekend.
Oh yeah, we are.
We're back out there today. I don't know if you can see this.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's coming in, buddy.
Yep.
It's coming in. I'm getting tan. You know what I mean?
So am I.
Well, you're always tan. You got that year-round tan.
Yes, sir. I do.
You go purple. I go red. You go purple, and then you stay the same shade, and I just get slightly darker. And my nose is so burnt, man. It looks dirty.
It does look dirty.
Oh boy.
Rudolph.
Well, I hope all you guys had an amazing. If you're in Ontario, anyways, hope you had an amazing opener. I know if you're up north, your opener is this weekend, but Zone 17 which is where we live. Open up this weekend. Me and Ash did a derby on Saturday and Sunday. A little big fish derby with CSFL, and then we won big overall. We won an hourly. We won big smallmouth. It's always smallmouth with me, man.
Always smallmouth.
Even today, I tried to go for buckets. Just catching more smallmouth than anything. It's getting crazy.
Oh yeah.
But maybe we'll go for buckets this weekend.
We shall try. And we'll catch smallmouth.
Of course. Huge drop again this week, man. Not a crazy amount of product, but for the first time ever, I think these Megabass jerkbait colors were not leaked.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen them anywhere. I don't know. These are clearly a one and done, but you know what? I'm going to start with the hats. That's what I'm most excited about.
Yes, sir.
This week, so we do this hat. This is our like standard hat. We also do, I don't even have the other one, man. The cream and white. You guys, or the cream and black. You guys see me wearing it all the time. I've modified them a little bit. So the hat fits the exact same. Still gonna say Tacklebros, but
boom,
we got a dope little TB hit on the side now. So the black and the cream and black are, I mean, you guys always see me in the cream and black, man. That's one of my favorite hats. I love this sort of off cream color. And then speaking of this hat, we're gonna start doing this. So this is a limited to 100 pieces Miami Vice themed Tacklebros hat.
90 pieces.
Well, you're getting crazy, man. It's limited to 100. I mean, now it's 99 because I got one. Ash is gonna buy some. The boys gonna buy some. This is only gonna be I love this hat so much, man.
Super
the
sick.
second that I pulled it out of the thing, I was like, yep, we got one here. So it's Miami Vice themed. Basically, it's the blue, the pink. We got a little blue hit on the side here, and then the brim is completely blue. This is like all of our other hats, fully Tacklebros. This is a custom fitted hat. Like we went through, I don't even know how many versions to get something that, you know, I really liked. I love sort of a little bit of a deeper hat, and I like, you know, premium. So these are, you know, as high end as I could justify getting a hat. Everything is customized. I mean, it's one of the. This is a sick hat, man. You know what I mean? I showed the guys the renders of this, you know, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. This has been like 6 months in the making to get this hat done. So if you guys are a fan of, you know, just dope hats, like this is just a dope, fun hat. A little bit of pink hit in there, a little bit of black, and then you got the TB on the side again with the black and blue, blue all over the black, or the little, what is this called? Little snapback, blue as well. One of the coolest hats ever. Limited to 100, one and done. I'm never making this hat again, even though
it's super sick.
It's sick, man. It's a tough one not to ever make again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But These are both available now, as well as the cream and black one. I don't know if I'll get one by the end of it. If I do, I'll show you guys. But the cream and black is also going to have the TB hit on the side now. And I think they're going to do that going forward because I really like it. And, you know, if I really like something, usually we stick with it. So, yeah, limited to 100. The black one's always going to be available. The cream and black will always be available. And then we're just going to keep going. I think every 2 to 3 months, we're going to drop a limited to 100 piece hat. That's the plan right now. I've got a few kind of in the mix, and we'll see how it goes. I think this one is going to be tough to beat though, man. So also something to note, these are all raised. So this is not just like a flat, what's it called?
Print.
Yeah, flat print. And then you're going to notice on the inside, you're not going to have any of that stitching on there. This is all printed before it's assembled. So it's, I mean,
quality.
It's a quality hat. It's my favorite hat. So if you like Tacklebros, maybe you like just like Miami Vice.
You like fashion.
If you're trying to be fashionable, maybe you got like a nice blue fishing shirt, or maybe you got a nice blue dress shirt and you just want to wear a hat out for dinner. Not a bad shout. These are available now. All right, let's get to the Megabass. So I'm gonna do the Visions first, just because I think this is gonna be the first look for everybody on these. Megabass has released 3 colors in the Vision 110, the 110+1, the Junior, and the Junior +1. And we got all of them this week. I'm going to take them out one by one. Now, some of these colors are going to be familiar. Maybe some of these colors you've never seen before. This one is a amazing color coming over from the Nanahan series, Sexy Monroe. So Sexy Monroe is, I mean, I love throwing this in clear water. I love that little X Nanahan, the +1 specifically. Throw it a lot on spinning, but I love this color. So again, I talk about this all the time. I love purple on baits. This is gonna have that, I think it's like a GLX-y color. It doesn't say it, but you're gonna have that little bit of glitter on the back there. Then it's gonna fade down into more of like a silvery, goldy, you know, little touch right here into chartreuse, and then you're going to get that big orange hit right on the bottom with like an IU dot. It's not really an IU dot, but I always
Shad
call
dot.
them that. Yeah, it's like a shad dot. Red eyes. It's just, I mean, dude, this looks so good in a Vision. Now this one is also going to be available in a +1, so Vision 110 +1. We're also going to have it in the Junior. Looks phenomenal in that. And then my personal favorite jerkbait of all time, the Junior +1. So it's going to come in all of those. This is a one and done. I would probably stand on that pretty heavily. I didn't even know these were coming, dude. This is like a little bit of a sneaky shock drop. Like I said, I haven't seen these get leaked anywhere or anything like that. Usually, you know, the respect colors everybody can see coming over from Japan and stuff like that. These ones were kept pretty hush-hush. Now, I'm going to save my favorite for last. And it's a color that I haven't seen, but this one's sick too. So the next one in this limited of 3 series, GG Hasu Red Eye. Dude, sick color. Again, I love that purple hit on the head. Like if you look directly on the head, it's got a nice purple hit. It's going to have that guanium ghost, the GG, and then it's going to have a beautiful Hasu pattern. It's a little bit of like a brownish green back, and then as the name says, red eye. So it'll be available in all those exact same models. I'm just going to show them just to show them. In a Vision 110 +1, Junior, and then in the Junior +1. So again, full series. Now, maybe you're into fine arts, you know? Maybe you go to the Louvre in the summer. Look at the Mona Lisa.
This is right next to it.
Yeah. That was a crazy segue. Okay, so the last one is going to be Fine Art Striped Shiner.
Hello.
As far as fishability, wow. They've knocked this one into the park. It's based on like a... What color is that, Ashton? It's like a greenish... It's like a very faint green back. See-through. And then you're going to come down to the side. You're going to get that real-life shiner profile on it. You're going to have the white belly. I'm sad that this is limited, dude. We have so many shiners up here, and this one's just going to knock it out of the park.
I'd say that one and the Ghost Kawamatsu.
Yeah. But this one is this one's crazy, man. So if you're looking for like, if you live around shiners, pretty much most guys do, there's some form of shiner in the water. This is gonna be an absolute fish catching color. I'm just gonna do the same thing again, just so we're all on the same page. Vision 110 plus 1. Junior plus 1. So shock drop from Megabass. Those are wicked colors, man. Again, that shiner is
Sick.
It's something else. All of them are good, but like if like the real like everyday fishable color, that shiner's crazy, man. They went off with that one. So as I'm assuming most of you guys are, if you're a fan of Vision 110 plus 1s, those are in stock now. Like I said, 95% one and done, limited run from Megabass. All right, I'm assuming most of you guys have heard of Tactical Bassin. If you haven't, it's probably the biggest educational fishing channel on YouTube. I mean, they go, like, they take deep dives into stuff way more than, I mean, almost any other channel. Megabass decided that because I think, in part, Tactical Bassin has made the Karashi into one of the craziest hard-to-get baits on the market right now, Megabass decided to team up with Tactical Bassin and do a couple bespoke colors for what they thought was missing from the lineup of the Giant Dog X and also in the Karashi lineup. So this week we got them. I don't know what the availability is like. These don't say SPC or anything like that, so they may come available from time to time, but these are going to be out of here, I mean, pretty quickly. It's Karashi #1, then it's a collab color, and they're awesome colors. So I'm going to start off with Glitch Shad. So this is the Glitch Shad in the Karashi, more of like a silver side, silver bottom. You have a little chartreuse hit on the little tail right there, which I love to see. Something to just hone in on. And then it's gonna have like a realistic scale pattern. Is that what, like, yeah, we have some 110s with that on the back of it. Yes, sir, we do. A little bit of a darker head. This is a phenomenal fish catching color. This is like, you know, it's a bait fish color. Let's be honest. Karashi's has been one of the most popular baits in the store for like the past year and a half. That is the first one, Glitch Shad. This one's my favorite.
Is that the one? Is that my favorite? Yeah, this one's my favorite too.
And I think this one might be shocking for people because we're kind of like, you know, we like the gill stuff.
But when you know, you know.
When you see a color and you're like,
yes,
that's the one. See-through shad.
Yeah.
So we love see-through baits here. We fish a lot of clear water. So this one is also going to have like a little pearl belly. So you're gonna get that little bit of a purple hit on top of the white base, which is awesome. It's kind of one of Megabass's signatures, man, and something that brings a lot of their baits to life for me. Like that pearl belly is a deal. And then you're gonna have this back here, which again is pretty transparent. It's like a bluish, it's like a greenish with like a yellow gold base on it. Like I sometimes don't even know how to describe the colors that they do. If you look underneath it, Ash, it's almost like they sprayed like a yellow base and then went over top of it with that scale pattern. It's
Club 3 in this.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're gonna have some chrome on the cheeks there. So for me, this is probably, you know, P1. I think most people are gonna think this next one would be my favorite color, but it's my second favorite color.
Do you know why we like topwater clear baits so much?
Yeah, maybe you caught a giant on one before. Me and Ash are a little slow today. We've been out on the boat for like 9 hours this morning, so we're like, all right, cool. We're gonna go film the drop today, and
we're burnt.
And we're sunburned.
Oh, yeah.
And windburned. It's been 37 degrees here, Celsius. Put the Fahrenheit conversion here.
Yep.
That is hot for me, and you. And you.
That's hot for me.
Well, you're from Qatar, buddy.
Yeah.
Last one is gonna be Juvie Gill. So, I mean, if you guys have ever seen like a baby bluegill, they pretty much got this spot on. I actually watched the Tactical Bassin video where they were talking about creating these colors, and they were talking about how many different, you know, samples they got back and forth to get that exact hue of orange on the chin, which is pretty crazy, man. Megabass can make anything possible with how they are able to paint stuff. So, you know, more of a, man, it's like their colors are like, I don't even know how to describe the colors. It's like a goldish back.
Oh, that one's sick.
Yeah, it's a sick back. And then you're gonna come down to the purple, which purple, a little bit of blue on the bottom. You're gonna get some bars. This one has some like flash built into the side. amazing color, man. You're gonna get a little bit of that pearl on the back end here. All these colors are amazing. Those are the 3 new Karashi colors. Now they also did some Giant Dog X. I'm gonna be completely honest with everybody. A lot of guys are gonna be sad if you're looking for the Giant Dog X because we didn't get a lot of quantities, but we did get some. And that counts for something. So the first one that we're gonna have is Bone Python. This is realistically just a bone colored bait. Now they've obviously done some stuff on the back, like on the back you're gonna see it has like I'm not gonna open it because I know these are gonna just fly out and I don't want to be down one, but you're gonna notice on the back it's like a greenish, goldish again color, but primarily, man, this is a bone, you know, spook, right?
Yep.
That's kind of the premise here. It's an amazing looking bait. Like there's no bad colors in these. They're also gonna bring over that juvenile gill again, which looks phenomenal in this. Like once you get to see it a little bit bigger, like damn, bro, they went in on this. And then lastly, Spotlight Shad. So this is really, again, chrome. So they got you covered on like the 3, in my opinion. You know, I always say I need 3 colors. So for me, for topwater, I basically have 3 different colors that like I need to kind of complete my stuff. Something like this, which is the bone color. Something like gilly, perchy, something like that. You know, a lot of companies don't make a lot of gill or perch colors. So when I find them, usually that's where I'll stick. So you got that here. And then I need something clear. And Megabass already makes a lot of amazing clear, you know, Giant Dog X colors or Dog X Diamante, whichever style you like. But I think that these are 2 specifically that were really needed. I know a lot of guys love chrome topwater baits, just not like a huge one for me. But if it is, all 3 of these are available now. This is the collaboration little collection with Megabass and Tactical Bassin. Super excited to have them. And yeah. Check them out. Nikko, curious about it?
I do like Nikko.
Nikko is, you know, I say this almost every time we come in. Nikko is one of our first like JDM brands that we were able to bring in the store. So I got a little bit of a soft spot for them. They also make amazing baits. They also make amazing elastomer style baits. So that's something that, you know, a lot of guys look for, especially on bottom contact stuff. Also durability. If you're looking for something that's ultra durable, Nikko is an amazing brand that you can just get into. The baits are going to stay together. It's elastomer, and we all know what elastomer. You stretch it out to here, and then it comes right back to normal. Huge week for Nikko, full restock on everything. So all of their, you know, this is our best-selling Hellgrammite in the store. All the colors in this are back in. Also, the jumbo size are all back in, and then we also added this pyrite color in the 4.25. We do have it in the 3-inch. We've had it in the 3-inch. Ned rig stuff. So they make their own Ned rig. It's called the Zaza Super Ned. It looks like a shrunken Senko.
It's a Senko cut in half.
Yeah, with, like, I mean, it's still got the fat part in the middle. Tons of action in the water, floating, elastomer. They last forever. Full restock in these, like the fusions, the green pumpkins, everything's back in. The leeches. Now, some areas up here are, you know, leech forward lakes, so there's not a lot of good leech imitating baits in my opinion. You know, there's some, but there's not like a good standard one. I think this one's the standard. This is the Zaza Leech from Nikko. Again, all the colors are back in stock. We got that one, which is just straight black. This is Black Voltage, so if you want a little bit of chartreuse on there as well. Junebug is an incredibly popular color in the leech style, so all the colors are back in this guy. There's some great ones. Check out that. If you're into, you know, panfish, maybe you're into trout, maybe, you know, just something where they're eating tiny bugs. We brought in all the Stoneflies. So again, elastomer type material. These are going to be 0.7 inches, so very, very small. I know that a lot of guys throw these for like topwater trout fishing. I'm not a professional at that, but if you are, you're looking at this and you're going, yep, those are going to work. Pretty standard colors, man. Like this one's natural. The first one I showed is Mudbug, which is probably their most popular color. And then if you want to get crazy, we can do pepper gum. So a little bit of pink with some black fleck in there. They have a whole line of small baits like this, which we stock from time to time. So if you're looking for like a new Microsoft plastic for some of the stuff that I mentioned, check these out from Nikko. Speaking of, and I know that these are like pretty trout specific, these are Caddisflies. So again, all in the same 3 colors. These are 1.5 inches in length. So floating type elastomer, they're gonna last forever. Yeah. So check out those as well if you're into that style of fishing. Now, something that we got recently that just flew out of here was the brand new designed Nikko Craw. So these were already very, very popular in the shop. They basically changed the packaging, they've changed the material, it's a softer material, it's gonna help with hook penetration. That was a little bit of a problem with these, like the plastic was just a little bit too firm to really drive that hook home. That's gone now. We fished these, caught a ton on them. This is like a staple craw bait in this area at this point. New colors in the new style. They're also a lot cheaper. So the old packaging was a lot to ship. It was like a big clamshell. It kind of went down to just like a standard packaging, which isn't as important for elastomer style baits. They generally keep their shape pretty good. And it's allowed them to be, I think it was like a substantial price difference, like $4 or $5 cheaper. But a lot of the classic colors finally came over. We only had a handful before. We got Mudbug this week, which again is probably one of the most popular colors. We got Eclipse. So that's a great one in that. You gotta check this one out. We were just talking about this a minute ago. This is Japan Craw. How sick is that?
Sick.
Like that is sick. And again, all elastomer type material, so they're gonna last a long time. What else do we got? Oh, we got more. Scuppernon, El Clasico, and then lastly, Magma Craw. So you can rig these with like a 2, 3, 4-aught hook. The slit in the back is pretty long, so just depending on if you're getting short strikes, if you need a little bit more action, you can kind of play with it. Phenomenal bait from Nikko. Glad to have these back in stock. And then again, Nikko as a whole has just been restocked, so if you're looking for any of their stuff for a while, check it out now. I tried to buy Picari Sweat for this.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't get it. So last week we brought you guys like a huge Geecrack restock. Pretty much everything was back in. We had a box show up late with a bunch of 5.8s. So if you were looking at 5.8s and I didn't mention the color last week, more than likely they're gonna be back in stock. We also got a new color. So this one is gonna be called Electrolyte Gill. Now, from what I understand, so it's blue and then what? I'm pretty sure that this is a collaboration with Picari Sweat. Now, if you're not familiar with Picari Sweat, that sucks. Because it's one of the best, like, energy, it's not energy.
Electrolyte drink.
It's like an electrolyte, like something like a Gatorade, but it's like a Japanese specific drink. So, like Aquarius, Picari Sweat are probably the big two.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Japan, one of the first things I grab from a vending machine is a Picari Sweat. They taste amazing, you know, just kind of give you a little bit of spice for the day. This is a cool color. This is a cool little collaboration. Blue works everywhere, white works everywhere. If you like blue and white, these are a limited edition color in the 3.8 size. So check these out from Geecrack. Cheeky little BR fish restock in the 4.0 size. So all like the classic colors are back in, like Rikyuu. We're gonna have brown zircon. Ice Cube is back in stock. Like all the regular, you know, standard colors are gonna be back in stock on this. We've been out of these for a long time, so I figured I would mention that as well. And then BKK. So few new products from BKK, and then a restock on the OCD tackle box system again. This thing, every single time we get it, flies out of here. This is the one that's gonna have a starter set. So you're not actually gonna get any hooks in this one, but you are gonna get the little hook boxes. So you can either use BKK hooks. Like if you buy their Armor Point series, like this guy right here, it comes with like a hard plastic case that slots perfectly into this. So if you're a BKK fan, easy peasy to get all your stuff in here. Maybe you like a little bit of BKK, maybe some Gammy, some Owners, some, you know, Ryugi, whatever it might be. You can buy this. It comes with labels. You know, you set it up. Maybe you're like an Infini fan like I am, right? You put all your Infinis in here, and then maybe you're like, oh, I like their long shank Dropshot hook, which we also just got in. You just buy the long shank, and then you pop it in to the box. So again, one of our most popular selling boxes, handful of them are back in stock this week. And then on the subject of hooks, we got 2 new sizes in the BKK long shank Dropshot hooks back in. I think it's a 1/0 and a 2/0, correct? Long shank Dropshot hooks are great for obviously longer styles of of like soft plastics, but these are actually, for me, how I generally use them is if I'm like power shotting. So if you're fishing in grass or anything like that, you can rig these weedless really easily, just like a standard, you know, straight shank hook. If you throw like a jungle flipping hook or something like that, micro-sized jungle flipping hook, and then it's just made for like smaller plastics. So you can throw them on a worm, on a minnow. You basically just leave the hook like not exposed to the top, and it allows you to fish in and around grass a lot more efficiently and cleanly. Hookup ratio is awesome on these. 2 new sizes, and then if we don't have the other ones, they should be in here like anytime. And then just a handful of feather trebles also showed up this week from BKK. All right, so that's pretty much gonna do it for this week. Again, the hats, like, oh, there we go, we got it. The hats are amazing. All the Megabass baits are amazing. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, you are. You're amazing.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us this week, man. I look forward to this. I like hanging out, talking tackle, showing you guys new stuff. We're on the water a lot over the next couple weeks, starting to get, you know, caught up on some on the water stuff, show you guys some new techniques, some new baits. We actually have some cool video ideas that I think, you know, you guys are going to enjoy, and just some entertaining stuff. So have a great weekend, and I will see you next Thursday. You actually might see me early next week because we might release some videos.